Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday, almost afternoon, honestly, Tuesday the 2nd. I hope that you all remembered to blow in cinnamon into your spaces for abundance and clarity and prosperity. If not, it's not too late to do so. I promise. You can do it now. Absolutely. So let's talk. Oh shoot, I lost my chakra. My necklace had a chakra thing on it and I lost it. So we have the full supermoon coming up on the 4th. This is going to be the last supermoon of the year. It's going to bring out stargazers and everybody's just going to feel like this amazing sense of peace and calm while staring up at it. But the supermoon could be anything but that. Definitely it's going to bring in air creativity for you, my friends. So if you're like feeling all the need to like get in the kitchen and get creative, you're not the only one. I've already got my creative juices flowing. I'm excited. I got a new book on some crafting and I'm going to absolutely be starting in on that. Totally excited. But yeah, it's also going to bring no winds of change. We are going to feel very like we need to close the doors on things. And we really, really do. This year was the snake year, and it's also a 9 year. It's natural that it's been a really rough year for a lot of us because we're shedding our old skin. We're shedding all the things that no longer serve us. We're letting go of everything. Going into the new year, I think the beginning is going to be a little bit slow. We're going to finish that shedding process. So I think like January and February isn't going to be like the super spectacular, like, yay. I think come March is when we're going to have that rejuvenation because we're starting at one again. We're going to be re-cleaning the slate. We're going into the galloping of the horse year. So it's going to be really creative, really fun, really spontaneous, really like getting our flow underneath us. Finally, like we're finally catching our feet and we're catching our gears and we're like, all right, I'm not just like sitting here like spinning in place. We're gonna go with things. But right now we need to finish shedding this old skin, letting go of old ideals. Unfortunately, maybe even letting go of some friendships that you thought were great for this year. You really thought were really awesome. We're going somewhere, but now they've kind of served their purpose, whatever that may be in your life. And now you've got to kind of like let go and move on. Sometimes that's part of it too. And that's not always a comfortable process, like shedding that friendship that you thought once upon a time, like, this is awesome. This is my person. I'm totally going to be hanging out with them. But now they just don't ever show up. They can't keep to their plans. They can't keep to their word. They can't, they're just so busy in their own life. And that's fine. Everybody's got their own lives. But if they can't show up and they can't show up and they can't show up and they can't show up, maybe that's a skin that you've got to let go of, my friends, so that you can keep galloping and you're not being held back by, the continued slitheriness of the year. So that's kind of like what we're coming upon. It's going to be great. It's going to be a big transition. It's going to move really, really fast, but at the same time, it could also be a little bit painful. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for you guys today. Woo woo. Let me just get into the tarot bag. I should have been a little bit more prepared than what I am, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to make the thing happen. I promise you for sure. Okay, here's my deck right up top. This is the one that I wanted. So we are going to use the Dragon Wisdom today, guys. Just felt like its energies needed to be shared and needed to be talked about and put out there for all of us to hear. So without further ado, let's see what our dragon guides have to say today. You guys, you can catch me this weekend in Henniker at the craft fair at the school there at the elementary school. It's going to be a really, really good time. Unfortunately, because of the snow, because we got snowed out, I wasn't able to make it to the Wellness Fest today. It was going to be at Franklin Pierce College. But that's okay, because other purposes, I'm going to be hitting the home gym here in just a few minutes. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so we have Rose, taking time to stop and smell the roses. And I think this is all about bringing out that creative side of us, right? We don't have roses blooming anymore, at least here in the north anyways. Up in New Hampshire, everything's kind of dying off. But this is taking that time to slow down, to enjoy life, make the cookies, Make the craft, have fun with it, enjoy it. Listen, nothing ever has to be perfect. Nothing in nature is ever 100% perfect, right? They always have some tiny flaws, but in those flaws, that's what makes it absolutely perfect. Then we have prayer. This is connecting with our spirit guides, okay? Purple is my absolute favorite color, obviously. um, Connecting, taking that time in meditation, talking to your guides, asking them, what's up? Like, is this friendship meant to go into next year? Is this relationship meant to go into next year? Is this job meant to go into next year? Or am I just sitting in place, spinning my wheels, spinning my wheels, spinning my wheels, not getting anywhere? What's happening? Is this a relationship I'm meant to hold on to and gallop it into next year? Or am I meant to shut it? This is a conversation you have to have with your guides. It's something only between the two of you that you can figure out, okay? So whether you believe it to be God and you go to church and you sit in the pew and you talk to God, or whether you sit in meditation and you talk to Buddha or you talk to Gaia, or you connect to the trees, you call it universe, infinite wisdom, whatever you perceive that thing to be, that higher power, have a conversation with them because they have some information for you. And then finally, we have Dragon Rider. Like I've said to you guys several times, other than just having a spirit guide or an angel guide, we all also have a dragon guide. And it's time for us to really connect with them. We want to be able to fly into the energies of the new year, okay? We want to be able to embrace that. So now is that time to really start making that connection, because it might be a little touch and go at first. When we first try to connect to our dragons, because we've ignored them for so long, it can be a challenge. They might just sit there and like pretend you don't exist. And you're like, hey, hey, hi. And each time you work on that meditation, you get closer and you get closer until finally you're able to become the dragon rider. Okay, so this might be an initiation that takes a few months. So you definitely want to work on it right now. Okay, so we have take that time in crafting, take that time in making the cookies, enjoy smelling the roses, slowing down today, enjoying the snow day for all that it has to offer, connecting with your spirit guides, all right, because they really have some things that they want to get squared away with you. And take the time to connect to your dragon. They're gonna give you the energy to continue the momentum forward. I hope that that message serves you well. I do have openings all this week, guys, in the office. If you guys want to come visit me, I would love to see you either for some Reiki or for some cards. I also do both virtually. So if you can't come to the office, no worries. Just send me a message and I will be happy to connect with you virtually as well. So much love. Namaste. Stay safe. Stay positive. Until next time, my loves.